I'm going to go over how much money I've spent on the M3 in the past a little over 2 years. First, the car was $18,000 that I spent on it. I had a car I sold for 11 grand and took out a loan for another 5. So the car was 16, and then with interest on the loan, it was kind of high. So all of that said and done, it would be 18 grand. I added up the gas. The gas is $5,400 in the past 2 years, and that is about 20,000 miles of driving. Then with my insurance, I pay $118 a month, so that over 2 years is around $2,800. When I first got the car, I needed rotors, so the front rotors were $500. I also did 4 oil changes on it, and that's around $460. When I was doing the throttle actuators, I broke a hose. It was very fragile, and that was a $50 hose. Throttle actuators were $700, and my rod bearings, the bearings and the bolts, the bearings were, I think, $300 for the ACL bearings, and the bolts were another $500. So that comes out to $700. Stock set of wheels, I had tires in the rear that needed to be replaced, so that was $300. On these Apexes, I had to buy another 2 tires, so that ended up being another $500. And I also got the stocks powder coated, and I didn't add that into this list, but that was $450. But I didn't add it because I'll probably get it back when I sell it, the wheels. But cabin filters were $50. Valve cover gaskets were $100. I have VTT Vanos covers, they were $250. The lights on the trunk are LEDs, and you have to buy the whole actual light, and those both were $100. I got them off eBay used. The roof that I got re-clear coated, that was only $60, and then the molding around the windshield trim had to get replaced, and that was another $50. I also bought headlight lenses. These were, I think, $100. I did a power steering fluid flush a little bit ago, and that was like $80 for the fluid and stuff. I also did spark plugs. That was another $120 for the NGK Iridium laser, freaking expensive plug. All of that I consider to be maintenance, and that's around $4,400. And then onto cosmetic and like aftermarket parts. I have these fenders. These were $1,800. The carbon lips, it's M splitters and a CRT lip. They're both just eBay cheap lips. I think it was like $350. The carbon fiber trunk was $1,200. For the exhaust, it already had a MagnaFlow axle back on it. All I did was the VRSF cat delete pipes. They were $300, and then I paid a buddy to cut out the secondary cats and the resonators for another $250. And I ordered H&R springs, I think with the Super Sports. And I just ordered them to fit this gap a little bit better because these are 18s, and I heard they ride really well. I'm not ready to spend $2,600 on coilovers yet, but eventually I will. So the aftermarket stuff that I have added up is around $4,200. So realistically, you could say I spent $8,000 about in parts, and the grand total comes out to $35,000 in 2 years of every dollar, for the most part, that was put into the car. So $35,000 in 2 years on a 192,000 mile E92 M3. I don't really have any complaints. I would do it again. This car has been extremely well to me, and I personally believe that car should be driven. So I think it might be better for somebody to get a car that's actually been driven. I think it'd be kind of worse on the car when it comes to sitting in a garage and only being started every once in a while. Eventually, obviously, all the oil's draining, so every cold start you do, if the car's been sitting for a while, it kind of does like a, obviously not a fully dry start, but it's way drier than if you are driving it every day. I do not plan on selling this car anytime soon. I'm really excited to get to 200,000 miles. I think it's a cool milestone, especially in a car like this. I'm really excited for what I have planned on it. I'd love to supercharge it next year. And if anything ever happens to it, motor-wise, trans-wise, it's probably just gonna get fixed. I love the car too much to where I don't really see a point in getting rid of it, especially because I don't have that much money into it when it comes to other people. Some people buy their E92 M3 for $35,000 and then put even more money into it. So I'm into this car for what some people buy them for, and I think it was a great investment for myself and for what I want to do with social media. And this car, I feel like it just fits me the best. It's everything I would want in a car. Pretty much it. I assumed a lot of people were interested on how much I spent on the car, especially it being a high mileage car. I think next week I'll probably have a video on doing the lowering springs on the car. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys next week.